Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Tulane's offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Shoots it to the left, and that ball is picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
The offense set for a first down play. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down, using the quick game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sam Houston. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Pineda. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he throws hands with that strong stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Coming after him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Going to take a shot. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Firing deep. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll run play action. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Got it near midfield. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Takes his shot. Catch in the middle. It's Brady. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going up top on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? He's still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's right on target.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Bearcats are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the tailback. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Bakes the grab on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Bearcats have taken it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the inside give. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
39. That's a first down.
He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. Got it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Number 85.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try.
Victor Holland for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over East Carolina. We'll parachute back into your game, fellas, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They want to run it left here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Zone fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game.
All kinds of running room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
First down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. The short hands. It's Pineda. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab over the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The run from the shotgun. Oh, the ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Slams it ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Movement here from the tight end. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Got a tight game so far in this season opener. Big play coming up right here. It's third and touchdown Green Wave. And that one will put him up here in the second half. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Game of the day, guys. Arguably the game of the season, and we've got an update. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. We've got you covered in this gigantic top 5 matchup, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man in the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bearcats in the hurry-up. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same.
Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
24, Sam Houston, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Sweet feet on the move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will keep it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He looks that one in nicely. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll run it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches that it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
He's going to pass. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
A handoff, keep working on that clock.
Ball carried by the running back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
Looking for a crease to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. On the move. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
30. Sam Houston, 10.
A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.